Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the unstable lie. It's a condition in which at any time after 36 completed weeks of pregnancy, the fetal lie is oblique or transverse and the presentation changes from one examination to another. See, we know that the normal presentation is cephalic, but here and the lie will be longitudinal. So the normal lie will be longitudinal, but even oblique lie can be there, transverse lie also can be there. Here what will happen means when you are doing one examination, if the lie is longitudinal, in the next day or when you are doing the next examination, it may become oblique or sometimes it may become transverse. So like that the lie of the baby will be changing from time to time. That is known as the unstable lie. The causes for the unstable lie includes laxity of the uterine muscles. This you can see in the case of multigravida mothers. In the case of multigravida mothers, laxity of the uterine and abdominal muscles will be there. And the next one is contracted pelvis. In the case of contracted pelvis, when the baby is trying to get engaged, due to this less pelvic diameter, it won't be possible for the baby. So the baby may go back to a different position. And the next cause is polyhydramnios. In the case of polyhydramnios, excessive space will be there inside the uterus for the baby. So the baby will be enjoying and it may be changing the position from time to time. And the management include, you can admit these cases earlier. These mothers you can admit earlier in the hospital, and after admitting them, you can induce the labor once the normal lie is coming. Once the normal vertex presentation and longitudinal lie is coming, on that time you can just induce the labor. Otherwise, you can go for the external cephalic version. We have seen what is version in the case of breech presentation in the previous video. You can go for that if you want to have further explanations. Anyway, externally, per-abdominally, we are changing the position of the baby. That is external cephalic presentation. External cephalic version, sorry. And after doing the version, you can induce the labor. And after inducing the labor, every 5 minutes you should check the position of the baby. And sometimes there is a chance for cord prolapse also. So for avoiding that also, you should check the position of the baby and you should do the vaginal examination also. Next one is compound presentation. See, you know that usually either head will be presenting or face will be there or brow will be there or breech will be there. These are the different presentations you can see. But here what will happen means, in the cephalic presentation or the cephalic presentation will get complicated by the presence of hand or foot or both alongside the head or the presence of one or both hands by the side of the breech. It is called compound presentation. That is, along with the normal head or breech, sometimes hand will be there or sometimes leg will be there. So two things will be there in the brim of the pelvis or in the lower segment of the uterus. That is known as a compound presentation. Now let us see the causes of the compound presentation. First one, prematurity. In the case of premature baby, normal well-flexed attitude will not be there. So due to that deflexed attitude, the extremity may get extended and that may come through the sides of the presenting part. And the next reason is contracted pelvis. In the case of contracted pelvis, when the fetus is going to get engaged, it won't be possible due to the lesser diameter of the pelvis. So what will happen? It may change to a different position and sometimes it may become a shoulder presentation. Along with the shoulder, sometimes the hand also may get protruded. And another one is pelvic tumor. In the case of pelvic tumor also, proper engagement will not occur because that tumor will be occupying the lower pole of the uterus. And next reason is multiple pregnancy. In the case of multiple pregnancy, along with the presenting part of one baby, sometimes a hand or leg of other baby also may be there. And the other cause is macerated fetus. In the case of macerated fetus also, the reason is same as like prematurity. That is, normal well-flexed attitude will not be there. And head with rupture of the membrane, high head with rupture of the membrane and early rupture of the membrane. In these cases, if the head is not getting engaged and if the membranes are ruptured, there is a chance for protrusion of the hand or sometimes even umbilical cord also may get protruded. And next one is polyhydramnios. In the case of polyhydramnios, usually when the one thing chance for engagement is less, or there is a chance for delay in the engagement also. And second thing, when the membranes are rupturing, there will be a sudden gush of fluid from the uterine cavity. So when the fluid is passing out with force, due to that force, the extremity also may get protruded or come out. So that leads to the compound presentation. Next, management of compound presentation. In the case of compound presentation, if the fetus is mature, you can go for the elective cesarean section. Or if the cephalopelvic disproportion is there, or if cord prolapse is there, in those cases also you can go for the elective cesarean section. And another method is expectant management, that is wait and watch policy. Sometimes when the presenting part is coming downward or when it is descending downward, there is a chance for elevation of the prolapsed extremity. So till that you are waiting for the progress of the labor, that is wait and watch policy. Usually we will be going for the cesarean section. So that's all about the compound presentation and unstable lie. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.